गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम एमएससी फाइनल ईयर का फोर्थ पेपर टूल्स टेक्निक में बात करेंगे हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी। हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी क्या होती है पहले ये जान लेते हैं। इससे पहले एक मीनिंग है यहाँ पर हाइब्रिडोमा। हाइब्रिडोमा मतलब हाइब्रिड जैसा शब्द है। हाइब्रिड यानी कि दो या दो से अधिक चीज़ों को मिला के दो बनाते हैं, उसे हाइब्रिड कहते हैं। तो हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी भी कुछ इस तरह की है जिसमें दो अलग अलग थिंग्स को या दो अलग अलग जो भी ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं हमारे पास में लिए जाएंगे। तो फर्स्ट हम बात कर लेते हैं कि व्हाट इज़ हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी। तो हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी इज ए वेल एस्टेब्लिश्ड मेथड टू प्रोड्यूस मोनोक्लोनल एंटीबॉडीज़। जो एंटीबॉडीज़ होती हैं वह मोनोक्लोनल, बाइक्लोनल, पॉलीक्लोनल भी होती है। तो मोनोक्लोनल एंटीबॉडीज़ बनाने की जो मेथड है वह है हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी कहलाती है। फिर से इसकी एक डेफिनेशन हम बात करते हैं। हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी इज ए वेल एस्टेब्लिश्ड मेथड टू प्रोड्यूस मोनोक्लोनल एंटीबॉडीज़ स्पेसिफिक टू एंटीजन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट। एक स्पेसिफिक एंटीजन के लिए स्पेसिफिक एंटीबॉडीज़ डेवलप करना हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी कहलाती है। हाइब्रिडोमा सेल लाइंस आर फॉर्म्ड बाय फ्यूजन बिटवीन ए शॉर्ट लिव्ड एंटीबॉडीज प्रोड्यूसिंग बी सेल एंड एन इमॉर्टल माइलोमा सेल। माइलोमा सेल इज कैंसरस सेल। जो कैंसर सेल्स होती है वह माइलोमा सेल कहलाती है। Each hybridoma constitutively express a large amount of one specific monoclonal antibody, and favored hybridoma cell line can be cryopreserved for long-lasting monoclonal production. As a result, researchers usually prefer generating hybridoma over than monoclonal production method in order to maintain a convenient, never-ending supply of important monoclonal antibodies। ये यहाँ पर इनके इन्वेंटर हैं हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी के जॉर्जेस कोलर एंड सीजर माइलस्टीन। कोलर एंड माइलस्टीन ने हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी को डेवलप किया या इसका इन्वेंशन किया। Next, hybridoma technology was discovered in 1975 by two scientists, Georges Kohler and Caesar Milstein. They wanted to create immortal hybrid cells by fusing normal B cell from immunized mice with their myeloma cells. For incidental reason, they had all the requirement fulfilled and it worked in the first attempt. By cloning individual hybrid cells, they established the first hybridoma cell line which can produce single type of antibody specific to the specific antigen. Their discoveries is considered one of the greatest breakthrough in the field of biotechnology. For the past decades, hybridomas have fueled the discovery and production of antibodies for a multitude of applications. By utilizing hybridoma technology, Xenobiological provides cost-effective mouse monoclonal antibodies service, and we can deliver your purified antibodies in 60 days. Steps कौन से स्टेप्स हैं जो हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी में काम करते हैं। स्टेप्स इन्वॉल्व इन हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी। हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी इज composed of several technical procedures including antigen preparation, animal immunization, cell fusion, hybridoma screening and subcloning, as well as characterization and production of specific antibodies. Monoclonal antibody generation by the hybridoma approach required knowledge of multiple disciplines and practice of versatile technical skills ranging from animal handling, immunology to cellular and micromolecular biology. Generation and identification of high quantity, high quality hybridoma clones is a comprehensive and labor intensive process and requires months of work during the time frame from immunization to specific hybridoma identification. नेक्स्ट यहाँ पर एक ये डायग्राम दिखाया हुआ है मोनोक्लोनल जनरेशन बाय हाइब्रिडोमा टेक्नोलॉजी। तो यहाँ पर माइस हमने लिया है, इसमें एंटीजन इंजेक्ट किया है, स्प्लीन सेल इसकी हम लेते हैं और एक माइलोमा सेल्स है यह हम लेंगे, इनका फ्यूज़न कराया जाएगा। देन क्लोन ईच पॉजिटिव कल्चर, फर्स्ट कल्चर इन HAT मीडियम, second test each supernatant for antibodies, third step clone each positive culture, fourth test each supernatant for antibodies, 5 expand positive clones, then propagate और इन विट्रो और इन वीवो दोनों टेक्निक से हम इनको प्रोपेगेशन कर सकते हैं। देन हार्वेस्ट मोनोक्लोनल एंटीबॉडी। तो फर्स्ट स्टेप इज सेल फ्यूजन। सेल फ्यूजन polyethylene glycol PEG and electrofusion are commonly used to induce cell fusion in hybridoma production. Polyethylene glycol fuses the plasma membrane of adjacent myeloma and or antibody secreting cell, forming a single cell with two or more nuclei. These heterokaryon retain these nuclei until the nuclear membrane dissolves before mitosis. Electrofusion joins the membrane of neighboring cell by the application of a pulsed electrical field. Electrofusion is more efficient than polyethylene glycol and the results are reproducible. Next step is hybridoma screening. Even in the most efficient hybridoma fusion, only about 1% of the starting cells are fused and only about 1 in 10 is to power 5 from viable hybrids. This leaves a large number of unfused cells still in culture. The cell from the immunized animals, antibody secreting cells, do not continue to grow in tissue culture and so do not confuse further work. However, the myeloma cells are well adapted to tissue culture and must be killed, which can be achieved by drug selection. Commonly, the myeloma cell have a defective HGPRT enzyme, that is hypoxanthine guanine phosphoribosyl transferase, blocking their ability to use the salvage pathway. These cells containing a non-functional HGPRT protein will die in HAT medium. Only the hybridoma cells have got the ability to divide and proliferate on HAT medium because genome from the B lymphocytes makes them HGPRT positive and genome from the myeloma cells they can divide indefinitely. Next step is monoclonal antibody production. Hybridoma antibodies can be produced in vitro and in vivo For production of monoclonal antibodies, in vitro hybridomas are expanded by transfer to 24 wells tissue culture plates followed by 25 centimeter square flask and a 75 centimeter square flask containing suitable medium. The cell density is maintained between 10 is to power 5 and 6 power 10 is to power 6 cells per milliliter. Typical culture supernatant yield up to 100 microgram per ml of antibodies. That the exact amount depending upon the cell density and rate of growth. Culture in vitro provides a more pure preparation of antibody. Sino Biological can offer serum-free hybridoma production service by the use of serum-free medium. For producing monoclonal antibody in vivo, mice are primed by intraperitoneal injection with 10 is to power 5 to 10 is to power 7 hybridoma cells. The rate of growth of the resulting ascitic tumor is in general very variable and can be from less than 2 or more than 5 weeks. The ascites fluid can be collected from an anesthetized mouse. It is possible to obtain 10 ml of SCR's fluid or more from a mouse by regular tapping. SCR fluid will be contaminated with mouse immunoglobulin to a small extent, and if a very pure antibody is required, this may prove inconvenient. Next, application of hybridoma technology. Monoclonal therapeutic compared with other biologics, monoclonal antibodies are able to maintain an extremely high affinity toward their targets. Due to this high affinity and specificity, researchers began investigating the therapeutic potential of monoclonal antibody as metabolic activator, inhibitor, and immunomodulator. While the first few US FDA approved monoclonal antibody therapeutics such as Muromonab CD3 were generated solely in mice, it became evident that in order to avoid immune rejection, further future monoclonal antibody based therapeutic needed to undergo immunization. Since the approval of Muromonab CD3 in 1986, the FDA has approved approximately 80 more monoclonal antibody therapeutics for disease ranging from autoimmune disorder to inflammatory disease, HIV, and cancers. Interestingly, despite the discovery of combinational display library in 1984 as an alternative monoclonal antibody discovery platform, the majority of these monoclonal antibody therapeutics were originally discovered using hybridoma technology in either fully murine or humanized mice. The reason for this preference is likely attributed to the natural ability of the murine immune system to generate highly specific monoclonal antibody that elicit strong constant domain functionally with limited immunoreactivity after humanization.